Welcome, everyone, to the Puck Drops here, of course. We got the nightcap coming up. We have Minnesota Wild and San Jose. I believe my first just full stream of the was the Wild and the Sharks. I had a really hectic day today with schoolwork and some crazy stuff, so I'm glad to have a late night stream today, but I am ready to go. Let me know if you can hear me. I think you should be able to, right? Yep. And can you guys hear me? The only reason why I'm asking is because I had an issue today in school with Zoom and the teacher couldn't hear me for some reason. But no, let me know if you can hear me. Can you hear my voice? Somebody type if you can hear my voice. Just so I can figure out if it was the Zoom and it wasn't this YouTube. Okay, fine. Good. It was some crap with Zoom. It's not me. It's not the computer. We should be able to cover some of the Avalanche game after this first period is over. Oh, okay, that was not. Oh, that was the Alexa. That just went on for a roll. Because it literally rolled. That's the joke there. Okay. Yeah. What you were saying, Abs fan, bend over Peter is not a new person. It's Nathan or Trent. I think it's Trent. I'm gonna join. Oh, I don't know if I want to join Hockey Talk because I never got the headphones, and I fear the things you'll say. I should be able to get it tomorrow though. But yeah, let's touch up on the rest of the league. We're on the Minnesota feed right now. But the San Jose feed, we'll go to that. Oh, the Minnesota feed literally came on when I left. Okay, we should be ready. Hi, bend over Peter, who I'm assuming is Trent. The league so far in the NHL. The Avalanche are up 3-1. Gail Landeskog. Ready, it's Dubnyk. And I think Kakkonen. Eriksson Ek is out there to start. Here we go. And we are underway. Wild to bring this out to center. You wonder what they'll do with the trade deadline. This is sent in off of Greenway. Minnesota back away from the puck. Carlson dropping it across the line and sending it down again. And shot right in front. Back out to center and through that one was Bonino. Tipped from LeBanc. Remember, the Wild in their first meeting in San Jose gave up an early goal by Brent Burns. And it was an incredible goal. And then proceeded to let in one other goal and steamroll the rest of the way 6-2. That was 2 nights before their 6-2 win in Denver against the Avs. Minnesota also, this is a big game in the West Division because Minnesota is 3 points behind Colorado and 4 points behind the Colorado Avalanche. Welcome, newcomers, to the stream. Minnesota San Jose match. How much score now? It just started. It's still no score. The first period, literally started 2 minutes ago. 18:35 left in the first so far. It's very early on. Oh, so that's Nathan. No, not necessarily, because Trent came in. Trent, what's up? I am back. Yeah, of course. It's not lagging. Yeah, it's Shouldn't be lagging for anyone. Sorry about that. Minnesota, though, they are 5 points ahead of St. Louis, who they played today. I'm not positive. They do not. I hate to say it, but for the Wild, I will be rooting for Anaheim and Los Angeles because those Californian teams can help the Wild. Also, something I learned, guys, I didn't realize this until I looked it up. There are technically no conferences, but technically this West Division is in the Eastern Conference because I initially thought the winner of this conference in the playoffs would meet the winner like the North Division in the playoffs, but that's not the case. They play the winner of the East Division, the Devils. So this is very far-fetched, but the technically Eastern Conference final could be Avalanche and Devils. Tommy, I'm going to call you. Tommy, I'm calling you, okay? Tommy can be on here while I broadcast. Tommy's being called, guys. Dropped it over for the Sharks. And out again. Kakinen in. Kane with it. Sends it on across. Ian Cole at the left circle. Oh, whoa. What did we say, Nathan? What did we say? We're not starting this today. Oh, God. Please delete that, Nathan. That one thing you said. It's fine. Fine. Can you just delete that, though? Because I don't want to get into trouble with other people. Not this early in the stream. They try to throw it through, and Kakinen is down on his goal line. Oh, we got fireworks already. Is that Johnson? Dumba also tied up with Nieto, I think? No, Veal. Hey, I'm tolerated. Oh, okay. All right. I just, it's other things that you haven't seen. We know. Also, I want to have you guys on Hockey Talk, but I cannot afford to have Trent on Hockey Talk because Trent was nuts yesterday. I'll have your phones tomorrow. Oh, wow. This is the 1,757th career Patrick Marleau. He has now played the most career games in San Jose Sharks history. Congratulations to Patrick Marleau. And no. Oh, here we go. Guys, the connection went out for a second. Let me know. Please, type. That was me. That was me just now. Type if you can hear me. That was me. Type if the stream works. It's back. Okay, that was me for like 10 seconds. Not even. That happens a few times. It's lagging. Yeah, it's lagging. I'm going to re-upload the stream, guys. It's back. Guys, if it happens again, it's back. If it happens again, I'm going to end the stream and 2 minutes and then just refresh it and do Wi-Fi and then re-upload the stream. So if it happens, I'm doing that again. So the stream will end, but the stream's not over. Just stay put and wait for it to come back. It'll only take 2 minutes. Puck comes out of play, deflected. Bonino shot that through. Yeah, I don't know what's going on today. Personally, it doesn't really happen at home, but it'll waver in and out. Tommy, you may remember, obviously, being in this dorm where the Wi-Fi would come in and out sometimes. So. Guys, don't know if you saw, but today in March Madness, we were tracking Houston won against Oregon State. They were winning big, and then they Then it was really close, and then they pulled away with some fantastic rebounds, despite great Oregon State shots. So they go to the Final Four, and they'll play the winner of. Yeah, I know, but I'm not going to go on Hockey Talk because I don't want him to say other things. I'm not saying what those are, but 3 shots on goal for San Jose. I'll go on Hockey Talk tomorrow, unless it's just going to be Nathan, because Nathan kind of trust, but whatever. Anyway. Backed out, moved over. Vlasic tries to set this puck through, and it goes wide. The Wild trying to take it out, but the Sharks are playing better right now. Dumba trying to throw it through. But tomorrow, guys, if you're wondering, is Hertel at the doorstep, and Meyer tries to get it. Hertel shooting. Save made by Kakkonen, and now Dumba behind the net. But as I was saying, tomorrow, you guys, how much is the result? Yeah! Go Jets, go! It's going to help Vancouver a lot. Nice. I'm happy. How much is the result now, my friend? Sorry to repeat my question. Okay, it's no score still. I will put it in the description. I should have done that before. Hold on a second. It will be in the description in 1 second. There's 14-10 left in the first period, still scoreless, but the Sharks are leading 4-0 in shots on goal. Not in goals, but in shots on goal. Nice. I'm happy. I know it was 1-0 for the longest time for Calgary. Not for the longest time, but you know what I mean. Here back, and it's taken off the cornerback for them. And over for Suter. Back across. He tries to motor through. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you'll know because I like the Wild. I like the Sharks a little bit, but I like the Wild a lot more. It's the same thing I do when Vancouver plays anybody in New Jersey, and it's not the pressed. Remember Haynes for Colorado? Remember this? I think it's because you're a Rangers fan. Remember this? Remember here is Datsuk. Score. It's 1-0 Detroit. Oh, not this again, guys. They deserved that win. Buffalo, well, now it's great. Now on national television on Wednesday, they can set the record for 19 straight losses, and that would happen against Pittsburgh's, who has the record tied with right now, Pittsburgh's state rival, Philadelphia. And you have to also remember, this should also be – yeah, I know. I love Haynes. Well, he retired now, but this is the awesome – not awesome if you're a Sabres fan. This is the interesting thing. This is not a full year. This is amazing, guys. Which is why Sabres fans must be stewing. This is not even an 82-game regular season. Yeah, I know, but they're talking NHL. This is not even an 82-game regular season. Same thing for Houston Rockets. It's a short season for them, too. This is a shortened year, and they're going to set the record for an 82-year. Here's Donato backhander. And that's another Shark playing against his former team. The other one, obviously, Dubnyk, the goaltender, trying to motor his way through it behind, and it's Jonas Brodin. Brodin in the backhander, and it's kept in by the Sharks. Wild made the playoffs last year. Technically, it was the play-in game and lost in 4 games, although it was a 5-game series. They did win the first game 3-0, but lost in 4 games early, 11 seconds into overtime against Vancouver. But they have been really good as Bonino tries to check this through, and Greenway going down, looks at Hartman, and the Sharks will bleed it to center. Wild still almost 10 minutes into the first, still do not have a shot on goal. Sharks will cycle this. I think Minnesota thought this was offside, but it's not. Erik Karlsson try to backhand feed this one. It's thrown out to center and dropped it over for Brent Burns. Another Shark, number 3 playing against the team that drafted in Minnesota. That's Donato. Donato didn't draft. Donato didn't get drafted by Minnesota. He was drafted by Boston and then traded in the Charlie Coyle deal. But here we go. So we are going to commercial. 11:05 to go in the first. No score between the Wild and the San Jose Sharks. It keeps out. It didn't tell me it was cutting out now. If I see it cutting out, I'm going to do what I said. Yeah. I wasn't looking at the screen. If I see it cutting out, I will do what I said. Is it seriously still? Is it still buffering, or are you just doing that? Trent, please don't do the buffering symbols. I know you do that as a joke, but tragically hip YouTube, since you just got here, if this stream ends suddenly, it's just because of... Come on. No. Tragically hip YouTube, if this stream cuts out, it's or ends, it's not because I don't want to stream it. It's because it has been cutting out with the internet at times. And when it does, I'm going to... I know what that is. That's why I'm deleting your comment, because it's inappropriate. Well, I mean, for like a stream, that'd be for like kids and stuff. Imagine I send this YouTube to broadcasters and they see that. No. So just letting you know. So if that happens. And I will type up when it happens. Trent, you really, like, what's up today with that? All right, we are back. The sky. What? Puck face off won by San Jose. The Sharks are going to filter this in. With 11 minutes to go in the first. It's chipped back out. Vlasic shooting off the boards. The Sharks to bring it out. There's Patrick Marleau's stats. 564 goals, 630 assists, 1,194 points. He's going to the Hall of Fame for sure. Probably first ballot. Does he go to the Cup? Not sure. Meyer tried to stuff this through, but it got blocked off. The Wild have to be okay that they're even in this. They're not playing well. Johansson shot this back off, and there was Fiala. Going to get there is Susi, and the Sharks will filter this Timo Meyer out to center. And it's a one-on-one. Cole is backed up, and he deflects this puck into the netting. Kids are learning this stuff way too soon. Yeah, yep. Absolutely. No question about it. Which is why I'm going to trash that stuff so I don't, I know you can't undo it. You didn't know that? No, you knew that. No more Fortnite. Tragically hip YouTube, if you can hear me, you didn't do anything wrong. It's just the whole going to the penalty box is a joke on our channel where you just, it doesn't sound very jokey, but they just like, they mute you, they time you out for, I think 5 minutes it is. So, I don't, the only way for you to not get timed out is for me to mod you, but it's a little too early for me to mod you. Hopefully they'll stop after like 1 or 2 more like those. Yeah, now you got that stuck in my head, that sound. $19 Fortnite card. Who wants it? Brought out by Brent Burns. That through Couture was there, and the Sharks try to motor in. Off of Strome. Wild kicked out to center. And they're going to have movement. It's Sturm trying to get to the net. Passed off to the behind the net as well and taken out by Dijon over to Gambrell. It's the young kids for the Sharks. Throw that out around. Oh, shot, save made. Another save by Talbot, not Kokkonen. Sent off the left circle. That dropped through. It's funny that Talbot's been playing, was the big acquisition. Save made by Talbot and swept off the corner crease. But it is not going to be, you're going to see Kokkonen a lot more, especially in his career as a young goaltender, as that is the first shot on goal for Minnesota. But the Sharks are hammering them in shots 8-1. The Wild have not had much zone time, but Greenway is going to send this away to Coyle. This isn't a Wild team that can win without with just talent on some nights against teams like San Jose, but they're going to have to pick it up a little bit. You still got to get shots on goal. Because odds are usually your first shot on goal isn't a goal. Sometimes it is. And sometimes you shoot, what is it? You're going to shoot like 15 shots on goal and you win 7-1. Sometimes, or 7-0. And sometimes that happens, but it's a unicorn blue moon. It doesn't happen too much. Susi tries to stuff it through. Eriksson Ek toe dragged at the left circle. Eriksson Ek's going to use his boards here as Brodin, and a save made by Dubnyk. Puck out to center, and it goes off the stick of Dumba, who is pursued. But he can take it out. Brodin off the skate and the stick. Trying to drop that off. I think that was Johansson at the wall. Talbot will send this across. Well, you have a chance in on goal. Shot Fiala, save made. Oh, he missed the net completely. Out to Johansson. Johansson shoots. Score! Johansson! 1-0! Mojo does it! It's Marcus Johansson, the former Cap Devil, Bruin, and Sabre. He's a journeyman, and he's the guy. After this is the net. Johansson is settle down. The veteran Blastic can't get it, and it goes off of, it goes off of Martin Jones. Might have also went off of Blastic. And Hartman, the former Flyer, went to the net, and it's 1-0. But there you go. 1-0 Minnesota. Back out Brodin. Shot. Fired eye. So there you go. The Wild tally now 3 more shots for. Now they're winning the game. Brodin with a move. And Brodin is offside. We'll go to commercial. Marcus Johansson, the veteran, is the guy that gives the Minnesota Wild a 1-0 lead here in the SAP Center. Let me check the March Madness games for you guys. I'll do NHL, but obviously we're going to broadcast that at first intermission. I don't think we'll have any games to broadcast at second intermission. Maybe some, but just because there's no overtime, just because this is the nightcap, it's a 10:30 start. It starts 30 minutes after the other games, so 10 o'clock. Okay, Arkansas was getting drilled here, but now they're only trailing by 8, so that's at halftime. As I was going to say, remember, no, it's absolutely possible. And Little Park 30, Edmonton could win the division. Aren't they, right there, too? A lot of things can happen. Excuse me. Canucks only 2 points out of a playoff spot anyway. They play Calgary next, so that's a huge game, especially if Winnipeg holds on and wins this in regulation. Yeah, Toronto would have to fall really down, though. It would have to happen. So I just wanted to remind you, tomorrow at 9:57, around there, it might be 10 o'clock. Not sure exactly when it'll start, but I don't know if we'll have I have to look at the NHL. I'll look at an intermission. But we will have a college basketball game tomorrow. Believe it or not, Michigan played in the Sweet 16. They only get a 2-day break. Well, a 1-day break, and then they're playing again. Michigan plays tomorrow. They're letting people go to the Ball Center, whatever it's called. It used to be called the Pepsi Center, but Ball Arena. They're letting people. It's such a stupid name. I'm sorry, but Pepsi Center, believe it or not, was actually kind of menacing. But the name of it. But I didn't know if you were gonna. Yeah, I will let you guys know in a little bit how tomorrow's gonna go because I want to stream hockey, but also Vancouver's not playing, and the college basketball game is going to take precedence, but I might have a Devils or a Red Wings early game I could get to. I'm kind of hoping Devils only tomorrow because it'll be a 7 o'clock game that'll end 9:30, so I can take a 20-minute break, 30-minute break, and then get right into the basketball. But plus we fun, at least make excuses. Yeah. Couture. It's the first game. Oh, okay. That would be fun. And, of course, Blues-Avs, of course, that's a big rivalry. Wild out net behind the Minnesota net. And that Suter was off the wall. We'll go to another hockey game that has time left once we get to the intermission. 6 minutes to go in the first period. 1-0 Wild. The shot over for Couture. The Sharks are banging everything. The goalie Burns shoots one. It deflects off a stick. And out Hartman or Zuccarello to get with it. And it's going to be a one-on-one. Burns was there, and Spurgeon will just shoot this off of Martin Jones and Brent Burns there. And speaking of Spurgeon, I don't know if you were, I would call it that too. But I don't know if you were joking with me or pulling my leg, but I know you did say Low Perk 30. You did, I don't know, man. And they did lose a 3-0 lead. I know you did say as Marleau gets decked that Spurgeon is your cousin, Low Perk 30. You might have been joking with me, but you did say that, and I did believe you. So I think that's funny too, because Spurgeon was on the ice and he just had a shot on. He hasn't played a bunch of minutes, but he just had a shot on Jones. And Bukestad now trying to get to the puck.